Hello everyone, ladies, gentlemen, and friends. Let me introduce myself. My name is Audrey Larasati, I'm 13 years old, and I live in Yogyakarta. And I am from SMP Negeri 5, Yogyakarta. Today, I will be doing a storytelling about the legend of Roro Jonggrang. Long ago, in the heart of Central Java, there were two powerful kingdoms, Pengging and Baka. For many years they lived in peace, until one day ambition and power changed everything. The king of Pengging, Prabu Damarmaya, is wise and just ruler. He had a brave and a handsome son, Raden Bandung Bondowoso, a warrior with great magical power. But not far from there stood the kingdom of Baka, ruled by Prabu Baka, a giant who ate humans. Yes, a giant! He is terrifying and so cruel. But he had one thing that made people amazed. A daughter as beautiful as the full moon, Princess Roro Jonggrang. One dark day, Prabu Baka decided to attack Pengging to expand his territory. The war was fierce. Swords clashing, soldiers screaming, and the sky turns red with fire. Many people suffered. To end the war, Prabu Damarmaya sent his son, Raden Bandung Bondowoso, to face Prabu Baka. With his great magical sword and his great power, Raden Bandung Bondowoso fought bravely. The battle shook the earth. But in the end, boom! Prabu Baka was defeated. When the news reached to the kingdom of Baka, Princess Roro Jonggrang was heartbroken. She wept for her beloved father. Her eyes, tears fell like rain. Her heart hardened toward the man who killed her father. Days later, Raden Bandung Bondowoso entered to the palace of Baka. When he saw Roro Jonggrang, he froze, stunned by her beauty. She was graceful, her eyes are like shining stars. He whispered to himself, "What a beautiful princess! I must make her my wife." Then he approached Roro Jonggrang and said, "Princess Roro Jonggrang, will you marry me?" Roro Jonggrang glared at him and said, "How dare you ask me that?" she shouted. "You killed my father! You are my enemy!" But Raden Bandung Bondowoso could not forget her beauty. He begged, he pleaded, until finally Princess Roro Jonggrang saw it and said, "Fine, I will marry you, but only if you can fulfill these two impossible conditions from me. First, build me a deep well called Jalatunda Well. And second, build me 1,000 of temples in just one night." Raden Bandung Bondowoso smiled confidently. "With my power, that will be easy." He began to dig the well. Tuk, tuk, tuk. Stones flew through the air. Water burst from the ground. In no time, the well was finished. But Roro Jonggrang had an evil plan. When Bandung Bondowoso climbed down to check the well, Roro Jonggrang asked her guards to throw stones and bury him alive. "Cover him! Cover him now!" she shouted. But luckily, Raden Bandung Bondowoso could survive with his great power. He rose from the well, furious. His eyes are burning with anger. "Roro Jonggrang!" he shouted. "You've tricked me once! Don't do it again!" Then, to fulfill the second condition, Raden Bandung Bondowoso called upon the spirits, demons, and jinns. He raised his hand and chanted spells. "Come, my spirits! Help me build the temples before dawn!" Stones after stones, temples after temples. The night echoes with the sound of work. Boom, boom, boom. Crack, crack, crack. The jinns move swiftly, shaping statues and raising towers. Roro Jonggrang get worried. "Oh no!" she gasped. "He's almost done!" By midnight, 990 temples too tall. By 3 o'clock, 999. Roro Jonggrang get panicked, but then she had a clever but cruel idea. She ordered all of the women in the village to pound rice. Tuk, 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 and to burn straw in the east, making the sun turn red like sunrise. The roosters crowed. "Kukurayo! Kukurayo!" The spirits shouted. "Oh no! The sun is rising! We must go!" And in flash, poof! They vanished into darkness. When Bandung Bondowoso saw what happened, he realized the trick. "You deceived me again, Roro Jonggrang!" he roared. "You asked me for 1,000 temples, and now there are only 999! He raised his hand and his voice thundered. "For your cruelty and your lies, you shall become the final one!" Ah! At that moment, Roro Jonggrang turned into stone. Her body became cold and silent, yet still beautiful. She became the 1,000 statues standing forever among the temples. And that is the legend of Roro Jonggrang, the tale of love, betrayal, and punishment. Even today in Central Java, you can still see those ancient temples. Candi Sewu near Prambanan temples. The moral of the story is first, be careful with your words. Promises have consequences. And second, a silent reminder that beauty without kindness can turn into stone. That's all from me, and thank you.